Hey guys, Ryan Bidolph here, blogging from paradise. I wanted to do a screen share with a simple breakdown or anatomy of a blog post to drive highly targeted traffic. And of course, if you're blogging with some professional aspirations, when you drive high quality, highly targeted blog traffic, you would lay the framework for building a thriving blogging business. So before we dive into this blog post and the accompanying video, just wanted to let you guys know I sell courses for bloggers who want guidance. So if you're looking for help, I sell 2 courses at bloggingfromparadise.com, how to get featured on world famous blogs and how to become a pro blogger in 5 steps. You see they're right here. I also sell ebooks. So you'll see there's 9, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So just for guidance. Now let's get into the video, aka blog post breakdown. We're going to focus on this one. For starters, guys, you always want to stick to your niche to become a specialist. Generalists are a jack of all trades. They're not really trusted. So when you try to cover multiple niches, you'll have a tough time succeeding, because bloggers who give all their time, attention, and energy professionally or blogging wise to one niche learn that niche inside out and become real experts. So I start off with being a blogging tips blogger. What topic am I noticing my readers, they're chatting about, they're talking about, or if you don't have any readers yet, what do top bloggers in your niche seem to be blogging about? So one of these topics is, that I noticed at least, 5 writing tips to help you become a full-time blogger. A lot of bloggers who want to go pro are wondering, asking questions, struggling with, having problems with, looking for guidance on how to become a skilled writer who becomes skilled enough to go pro. So I picked this topic, 5 writing tips to help you become a full-time blogger, based on reader feedback and similar topics that had been covered by leading blogging tips bloggers, the experienced ones. Starting with a number with this title could help. You don't have to, of course, but that number, it adds order to the mind. It gives you clarity. You know exactly what to expect. The writing tips, again, guys, bloggers are looking for writing tips to succeed, to thrive, to go pro. And I added that full-time blogger. I just like doing that. Keyword to, let's just say, grab attention spans. So that title was the starting point. Then I created an outline. And this is important, guys, when you want to write a quality blog post that attracts targeted quality traffic. So we started with the title. It's targeting bloggers. This post will attract bloggers who want writing tips for going full-time, for becoming professional. Then I created an outline. So outline tip number 1, write daily for practice. Outline tip number 2, publish long-form posts frequently. Tip number 3 on my outline, or for my outline, get comfortable with your writing voice. Tip number 4, write and sell ebooks to enhance your blogging brand. Tip number 5, we'll get there, train your mind to reach the next writing level. And for this post, I ended it with a conclusion. So the reason why you want to create an outline is not only to add order to your mind, because when you create an outline for a post, you instantly begin to think more clearly. You begin to organize ideas. This is a really key point, especially as you publish long-form content, to allow posts to expand into detailed, in-depth resources. Outlines just create organization in your mind. They add order. That's the basic idea behind it, which then allows you to cover the topic thoroughly with ample details. So after I created that core outline for the blog post, you have two different schools of thought. Most times I flesh out each point made in the outline, meaning I expand it or expound it, expand upon it. You could also write the intro. It's up to you, whatever feels intuitively right to you. I chose, and in most cases I do, and for this post, I chose to explain each point in the outline. So I'm talking about a quality traffic driving post that positions you to build a stronger foundation for your business. Tip 1, writing. Tips for becoming a full-time blogger. Write daily for practice. So you see, write 500 to 1,000 words daily. That's the core point, practically speaking, to help you become a professional blogger by honing and owning your writing skills. Then use paragraphs to expand on that point, adding little practical tips here and there. And they also explain that full-time bloggers earn income by gaining trust. Polish your writing skills to influence readers to trust your blog. This is the number one skill to develop if you want to go full-time. Professional bloggers write skillfully, clearly, and confidently. They don't have to be dazzling writers, but through the written word, that's their prime channel of communication. They're able to convey targeted help for a targeted reader. That's the simple truth. Now, becoming a skillful writer, clear and confident writer, involves practicing a lot. And it's going to happen offline in the beginning, guys, because you're not going to be writing and publishing posts daily. That's too ambitious in almost every single case. So I explain why. And you see, the blog post itself just lays it out. Then for tip 2, I have my outline header here. Publish long form posts frequently. And I explain that long form content, of course it ranks, I shouldn't say of course, making any assumption, ranks higher on Google, but these are the type of posts outside of Google that drive the most passive organic traffic through Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Reddit, Quora, YouTube when you share it there through a video. Any site really where you maintain an active presence or where your tribe comes across the content. Professional bloggers, the full-time crowd, builds predominantly their career on a series of long-form targeted blog posts. So writing long-form positions you to go pro. And of course, it gives you ample writing practice too. But again, guys, simple breakdown. And I don't really want to get into the content of the post as much, just because it's more about the anatomy of a quality blog post that will drive quality traffic. So again, tip number 3, get comfortable with your writing voice. And I add my writing experience as a subtopic. So these are H2 headers. Get comfortable with your writing voice. And I don't think this was an H3 header, I think. Oh, actually it was. You can see on the side. So that's an H3 header where I decide to go into my personal experience with writing and blogging as far as explaining this tip, getting comfortable with your writing voice. Adding H3 headers, bullet point lists, just bolded text, bolded font. Makes your posts easier to read, easier to understand, easier to scan. And of course, that's another point that I intend to make with the outline, right? H2 headers here makes posts easier to scan and to read and to process and to understand. So we're getting to point 4 here, write and sell ebooks to enhance your blogging brand. And another H3 subheader here, some self-publishing tips for you, which is quite helpful to drill down into this writing tip. And then number 5, train your mind to reach the next writing level. Another H3. And here you go, bullet point list. You want to add bullet point lists, usually 1 per post. You don't have to, but 1 per post could be helpful, maybe a couple if you feel that it lends itself to the blog post, just because they're easy to read, scan, and understand, or read or scan. So readers could just scroll through, and you see too, guys, I'm breaking this down on my phone. Of course, you always want to think, how will this look on a phone or a mobile device in general? But so many people read posts and do pretty much everything or most things on their phone these days. So sure, you want it to look good on a laptop, Chromebook, Apple, whatever, but focus mainly on formatting the post for mobile consumption. Sneeze coming, sneeze coming, sneeze coming. Oh, pretty good job. And then the conclusion, which is really quick. Follow these writing tips, position yourself to become a full-time blogger. I mean, I included it, enough tips through the prior steps, and then I tossed in some blogging resources. So I explained how I sell blogging courses and blogging ebooks to guide you on your journey. Click the links below to check out these resources. Then I linked to my blogging courses and blogging ebooks. This helps for growing business, expanding your brand, gaining trust. Readers see and directly buy and invest in my blogging courses and ebooks. At the very least, they see that I know enough, that I have enough credibility and experience and skills to be able to create courses and write and self-publish ebooks. Got my social sharing buttons here. It's up to you guys. I still figure 5 billion people use social media. It just seems to make sense to include buttons for potentially 5 billion people to share quickly and easily to social. You don't have to, but I'm in that camp. Then I received the comment, responded to it from Deepak. And this is my sidebar for every blog post. Of course, I have a search bar, quick and easy queries for users. So that's good for the user experience. And I have my courses, how to get featured on world famous blogs, how to become a pro blogger in 5 steps. And then my footer. And that's it, guys. Just the anatomy of long-form targeted posts to drive high-quality blog traffic, which builds a foundation for your blogging business. Stop by bloggingparadise.com, guys. I sell blogging courses and ebooks to guide you on your journey. Bring you to the homepage. Bingo. There you go. Until next time, you know what to do. Enjoy Paradise all.